SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Recorded live from Las Vegas on a Wednesday morning, December 20th. It's Teddy Covers with SportsBit. Betting insight today from SBRpicks.com. Let's get right into it. As we do just about every show, we open with bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books, talking about what happened in the betting world last night. A little recap of the betting action. And certainly, you talk about bad results for the house. Well, let's start with the bowl game. Florida Atlantic 50-3 over Akron. The Owls took a ton of money in that ball game. They opened as low as -17 in some spots, closed as high as -24 in many spots. It's a full touchdown move. Even the books that opened late opened 18.5, 19.5. No question, this was a one-way bet game. It was all Florida Atlantic money, and it was all Florida Atlantic in terms of results. Blowout win for Lane Kiffin's squad. He says they're just getting started. Bottom line is books took a beating on the side for this ball game. However, they got some back when it came to the total. Total bet up from 61.5 to 65.5. Akron finishes the game with 2.5 yards per play. That scores a field goal. They did not do their fair share to get that game over the total. It's tough when you got an over and one team scores 50 and you don't get there. But certainly that was a wrong side last night. Books got some back with that game staying under the total. Bad bets? Well, in the NBA, there were a couple. Certainly New Orleans was a bad bet last night. The Pellies took money against the Wizards, +4 down to +2. They were down 23 after three quarters. Made the final respectable with a late push. They were a late push, meaning that a late rally. They didn't get the push with the Wizards. They lost that game by 10. But pretty ugly loss for New Orleans. That was a wrong side all. The Pelicans' money. Same story with the Cavs-Bucks. That under got bet yesterday. I was scratching my head. What are the markets looking at? I ended up cashing a pretty easy over winner in that ball game. But total got bet down 217 down to 215, fell 235. The game was at $1.26 at halftime. It was a no sweat result. And we saw a really classic late duel between LeBron and Antetokounmpo. Really impressive. Greek Freak and LeBron back and forth. LeBron 39 points, 7 assists. We got shut down on the boards. Greek Freak 27, 13, and 8. This close to a triple-double. Bucks get the win over cashes. The under was a bad bet. There was plenty of under money in that ball game. One from college hoops. Buffalo and Syracuse took a ton of under money. 148 down to 141.5. That game fell 155. A bad bet. One more bad bet to talk about. New Mexico bet from 12.5 up to 15.5 against Rice, which speaks volumes about how bad the Owls are this year and how low the markets are pricing them, because New Mexico's not a team that's any good or has taken any steam all year. They did last night. Of course, they didn't get the cover. 78-69 final. All the Lobos money, bad bet. Couple bad for the books. Big dogs barking in college last night. Marshall, +22.5 down to +19 against Xavier. They lost that game by only 4. The market's reacting to the fact there was no J.P. Makura for the Musketeers. Bettors got ahead of the in-house adjustments from the bookmakers in that one and cashed an easy winner. And another injury game, Texas A&M had injuries to Admon Gilder and Robert Williams and Isaiah Jacey. Lo and behold, ton of Northern Kentucky money, +15 down to +11.5. They lost by only 6 against the Aggies. That was a right side. There was money the other way. Certainly Ohio State, -26.5 up to -31.5 against Citadel. They won that game 94-65. That's one of the primary reasons why you're talking about the limits on the added games are kept low. A lot of line move there. Not actually that much money coming on the Buckeyes. And we had a middle, Tulsa, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State opened 11. They closed 12.5. You know the drill when that happens. Bettors won laying it. Bettors won taking it. That's never good for the house. As we do every Wednesday on the show during NFL season, we talk about the early week line movers. They were great all year. The last 2 weeks, 1-11-1 against the spread. If you've been backing these, your bankroll has been burned. And it turned a nice profitable season to basically a 500 campaign. Let's see what happens this week. Early week money for the Detroit Lions. Markets are fading, Cincy. The Bengals are a squad right now that the markets have absolutely crashed on the Bengals after last week's no-show in Minnesota. Jets taking a little bit of money against the Chargers. The market's looking at L.A. as being a team that could be flat off of last week's loss. Now a West Coast team traveling east. The 49ers. Yeah, let's put it this way. Look at the Garoppolo pick, man. The Garoppolo bandwagon is official. It's already formed. San Francisco is taking money every week since he got on the field, taking it again this week in what could be a flat spot for the Jaguars. Giants and Texans also taking money. The market's not excited about Arizona as a favorite, and they think that Pittsburgh could be prone for a letdown off of last week's devastating loss. When we come back, you know the drill. Big game breakdown, bowl season. We got 4 of them coming up next right here on SportsBit. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.